Hello everyone. So in this session, let us know how to take fill in the blanks. So a typical fill in the blanks. As like in previous classes, we are going by the same four domains, four bases. The first one, definition. I hope you can think for a moment the definition for fill in the blanks. And here comes. To fill in the blank left in a sentence is called as completion type question or fill in the blanks. So there will be a blank, we have to fill it, and that we call it as a fill in the blanks. Now we are going for the criteria for constructing completion type questions. One has to set a question on the expected ability of the students, and this is what we are following from the oral question, essay question, short answer question, 1 mark question, and then now same thing. Use appropriate wording. There should not be possibility of more than one answer. This we are discussing a little later. B3 answer has to be in one or two words. So in that way, we have to construct the question. More than two words may not be necessary. Again, the marking has to be bifurcated. If there are 4 or 5 words, can we give half mark to this, half mark to that? That will be difficult. Therefore, better it will be 1 or 2 words. The questions to be asked directly are not roundabout. This we have said many times, and now also we'll be showing with an example. Questions should not be directly taken from the book. Again, with one example, we'll be seeing now. Do not have more than one blanks, and this is also again for the marking problem. So more than one blank, it's not necessary. Avoid giving clues, grammar clues in the statement. This we'll see. We are going to see with an example. So B2. Use appropriate wording. There should not be possibility of more than one answer. Let us have an example here. Water is dash. What we can say, many examples we can say, many answers we can say. Water is molecule, it's a liquid, it's colorless, tasteless, etc. Many answers will come. So therefore, like this, we cannot give. There more than one answer is possible. Rather, if it is like this, the physical state of water is. So if it is like this, then there is only one answer. So like this question we can ask. Okay, the physical state of water is liquid. Okay. So B3 we know, that's why we left, and B4 questions ought to be asked directly and not roundabout. Again, we had the similar example in one word answer questions. Same I have given, but in the form of fill in the blanks. Long years before Lavoisier separated elements into metals and non. The year is dash. That is roundabout. Short means in the year dash. Lavoisier separated elements into metals and non-metals. So the previous one is wrong and the present one is correct. Question should not be directly taken from the book. Again, the same thing I have taken page number 28 of CBSIS and first year chemistry book. And we can look at the yellow marked lines. And insight to the structure of atom was obtained for the experiments on electrical discharge through gases. The same thing I have taken for the fill in the blanks, just cutting insights. So the answer is inside, but this the students won't be answer. This is very difficult for them because they have to read the book by word. So by this way, a teacher should not ask a question directly taking from the book. Only we can ask in conceptual, not from this fill in the blank. Just directly lifting from the book and giving. That should not be there. So B6, do not have more than one blanks. In the year dash, dash separated elements into metals and non. Again, there are two things and half mark. Then there will be a problem. 0.5 mark and all will be common. Therefore, better to leave not to have. Avoid giving clues, grammar clues in the question. Let us have an example. Carnot is engine is discovered by. See, the answer is Carnot only. We are giving in the question itself. Carnot engine is discovered by Carnot himself. Magnet has north and dash poles. So north means the opposite south. That will be the most appropriate timer, but it gives a clue. We are saying directions. A dash and dash is to protect from rain. And so umbrella, U, A, E, I, O. So prefix and will become. So we are giving a grammatical clue. So all these things we have to avoid. So hope from B1 to B7. So all these things will give as an experience to consider good fill in the marks or completion type question. So advantages. Can we just think for a moment? What are the advantages of a question? Yes. So it is easy to construct an essay type question. Evaluation is easier than essay and short answer question. It's easy to evaluate. Just give one for correct, zero for wrong. Versus subjectivity. Essay and short answer are subjective type. This is subjective type. So we cannot write stories for this. Students cannot able to write stories. Therefore, bluffing is avoided. Limitations. Hope you may tell the limitations also. Just think for a moment. Then these will be on these lines. Unable to measure through machine. So where multiple choice question can be measured, this cannot be measured. Abilities such as remember and understand are only measured. So higher abilities we cannot measure through fill in the blanks. So here are the examples. In 1956, taxonomy of educational objectives is given by dash. So SIO is naming, JO is remember. Quarterly exam belongs to dash type of assessment. Cite example is SIO and understand is JO. These are the examples. In similar way, we have to construct 4 questions, 2 each in remember and understand in your selector and fixed syllabus. Right as like in the brown color. Quarterly exam belongs to dash type of assessment. Cite exam. The format is question, SIO and JO. So these are my references. You can have a look also if you want. You can go to the sources. Some of the few of them may be available in the website itself. Thank you. We will meet in another